Remember that time you promised yourself this would be your year of growth, and then somewhere between January and June, life happened. The thing is, growth doesn't happen through pure sweat. It needs the right mindset. A fixed mindset keeps you stuck, believing your abilities are set. A growth mindset helps you learn, adapt, and improve over time. And the shift doesn't happen overnight. It's built through small, consistent actions. In this video, we'll walk through 5 simple ways to build that growth mindset and how tools like ClickUp can support your journey, helping you turn progress into an everyday habit. Let's start. Big goals can feel exciting until they start to feel impossible. That's why the first step is to start small. So, instead of focusing on the end result, think about what small habits you need to build to reach there. You can use ClickUp's tasks and subtasks to break down your big goals into small, manageable ones. Turn those into recurring tasks so they automatically come back each day or week, keeping your routine steady without manual effort. You can even use custom fields to track your progress, like how much time you spent or how you felt after each task. Habits grow stronger when you reflect on what worked and what didn't. Once your habits start taking shape, the next step is to shift your focus from what you're doing to who you're becoming through the process. It's easy to chase outcomes, finishing the course, landing the job, hitting the number, but real growth happens when the action becomes part of your identity. In ClickUp, the world's first converged AI workspace, you can turn that identity into structure. For this, you can use ClickUp's Smart Goals template to create smart, measurable goals, like complete one training module every week, or write for 20 minutes a day. To keep that sense of identity front and center, create a quick weekly note in ClickUp Docs. Something as simple as, how did my actions this week reflect the person I want to be? Each note becomes proof that you're learning, adapting, and getting better. Once you've built the habit and aligned it with your identity, the next step is to keep that momentum alive. Real growth comes from seeing small wins that keep you motivated. Inside ClickUp, you can make those wins visible. Use dashboards to visualize your progress and how your effort adds up week after week. You can even set up automations that log a win or trigger a congratulatory message each time you check off a task. These moments might seem small, but they remind your brain you're improving. And when you want to zoom out, mark your key achievements as milestones, like the first time you stuck with a habit for a month or finally hit a tough target. Each of these small wins adds up over time, keeping you motivated and moving toward your larger goals. Now that you're building momentum, it's time to take a step back and spot where you may not be moving forward. Progress isn't always evenly spread. The trick here is to identify where your mindset still feels fixed and shift those areas to a growth mindset. In ClickUp, you can lay this out clearly using a board or list view. Tag each one with Fixed, Transitioning, or Growth with custom fields to see where you stand and where to focus. Then, set a recurring task to check in weekly. What did I do this week that shows growth in this area? Log it in ClickUp Docs or as comments on the task. Now it's easy to stay focused on what's next, but real growth shows up when you pause to see how far you've come. That's why this final step is all about zooming out. Create a mindset tracker in ClickUp Docs where every goal, task, and small win you've logged comes together. If you're a visual thinker, use whiteboards to map your journey. Plot where you started, where your mindset shifted, and what new habits took root. This kind of reflection turns awareness into insight, and insight into better decisions for what comes next. So those were the 5 steps to move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. With ClickUp, you can turn these shifts into systems. Break goals into steps, track what you're learning, reflect on what's working, and celebrate every small win along the way. Sign up today at clickup.com and begin your growth journey.